Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Flow. I'm grateful, as always, to be here with you. Thank you for choosing to share your practice with me. We're going to go ahead and get started with a little bit of breath work. But for today's exercise, we're going to be doing abdominal breathing. And for this exercise, I'll actually invite you to go ahead and lay down flat on your back in Shavasana. Take a moment and roll back down onto your back. And once you find that you're comfortable on your back, turn your palms towards the ceiling. Set your shoulder blades under your shoulder. Make sure that your neck is neutral by lifting the chin just a little bit more up towards the ceiling. And then I would invite you to close your eyes. And with your eyes closed now, lying flat on your back, take a moment and discover your breath. Become aware first. Feel your breath. Hear it. Dive as deeply as you can into the sensation of your breath. And then nice and slow, we'll bring the right hand up to the center of the chest. And we'll place the left hand on the belly so the thumb is on the belly button. And we'll keep breathing naturally for the moment and just observe where the movements of the breath happen. Maybe they happen more in your chest. Maybe they happen more in your stomach. Either is okay. This is just about awareness. We'll take just a few more breaths, becoming aware of where those respiratory movements take place. And then nice and slow, we're going to start to make some changes. So on this inhale, we'll hold the stomach as it is flat, the belly button in towards the spine, and we'll inhale and puff up just the chest. Exhale, we'll feel the chest pushing down towards the mat. And as you inhale, we'll feel just the belly rising. Exhale, again, push the stomach back down towards the mat. Inhale, the right hand and the chest rising. Hold. Exhale, flatten the chest back down to the mat. Inhale, breathing right down into the belly rising without the chest moving. Exhale, flatten the belly back down to the mat. Inhale, puff up your chest, hold. Exhale, chest flatten. Inhale, belly. Exhale. Inhale, chest. Exhale. Inhale, belly. Exhale. We're going to do 3 more rounds just like that. Inhale, chest. Exhale. Inhale, stomach. Out. Chest. Out. Stomach. Out. Chest. Out. Stomach. Hold. As we exhale, release everything. Nice and slow, we'll start to move the fingers and the toes first. Roll the head just a little bit from side to side. And then we're going to start to bend the left knee. Bring that left knee up to the chest just for a moment. And then we're going to use the right hand to pull on the left foot. We'll turn the sole of the left foot up towards the ceiling. And you can use the left hand behind the left knee if you like as you pull down and out. Or you can send that left arm up under and behind and pull down with both hands, that left knee towards the outside of the rib cage on the left side. As you exhale, now we're going to release the left arm wherever it is, and we're going to start to kick the left foot into the right hand as we roll the hips off the mat. You can straighten the knee, or you can leave it bent. And as you exhale to come out of this posture, we'll bend the left knee. We'll put right back in towards the chest. We'll switch hands. And now with the left hand on the outside of the left foot, we'll start to extend the left leg. And then we'll drop the left leg out towards the left side. And be careful here to make sure that the right hip stays on the mat. So don't go too far down to where that right hip rolls up off the mat. As you exhale now, nice and slow. We're going to bend the left knee. We'll pull that left knee into the chest. And we'll release the sole of the left foot now down from that. We'll point the right toes towards the front. And as you exhale, we'll push on the left foot, lift the hips, lift the right leg. 2 big breaths here. And as you exhale, bring the hips back down. So we're going to cross the right leg over the left. We'll come in to thread the needle. We'll send both hands under that right leg. And we'll pull the left knee up towards the chest. You can rock a little bit forward and back, side to side if you'd like. And then as you exhale, we'll uncross both legs. And we'll point both legs up towards the ceiling for a waterfall pose. Squeeze the core here now. Flatten the belly down towards the spine. And we'll nice and slow bring the heels down to where they almost touch the mat, but not quite. We'll let ourselves shake here for a moment. Make sure that your spine stays in contact with the mat. And as you exhale, we'll release everything again back down, flat on the mat. Now with this exhale, we'll go just as soft as we can. And then we'll start to move fingers and toes. We'll roll the head back and forth from side to side. And then we'll bend the right knee. We'll pull the right knee up to the chest. And then we'll turn the sole of the right foot up towards the ceiling. And we'll pull with the left hand on the right foot. You can use right hand behind the knee, or you can send that right arm up, behind, and pull down the right knee towards the outside of the rib cage on the right side. And then finally we'll release that right arm. We'll extend the right arm out to the right side, and we're going to start to kick the left foot into the right arm. You can straighten the knee, or you can hold the knee bent here, but we're looking for a spinal twist. Right arm stays extended to the right, and the gaze stays to the right. And then to come out of this posture, we bend the right knee, we pull that right knee right past the chest, and now we send right hand to the right foot. First, we'll pull down for half happy baby. And then we'll extend that right leg out to the right side. Again, you can straighten the knee or hold the knee bent. And roll the foot down as far as you can without the left hip rolling up off the mat. If the left hip rolls up off the mat, you'll want to push the left hip back down and then bring that right foot as low as you can without lifting the left hip. As we exhale now, we're going to bring that right knee right back in towards the chest. And this time, really pull on it. As you exhale, release sole of the right foot down to that. Point the left toes towards the front. Inhale, now we'll lift the hips and the straighten left leg as we point the left toes up. We're going to take 2 breaths. On the second exhale, now the hips come down as we cross left heel onto right knee. We'll have thread the needle on the other side. Pulling both legs up towards the chest. And then we'll simply uncross the legs and straighten the legs up towards the ceiling. And come back up to our waterfall pose. And we'll straighten the arms up towards the ceiling as well. We'll lift the hips a little bit and we'll roll right up onto the seat. Boat or half boat. Boat is a posture that is always challenging for me. No matter how many years of practicing and teaching yoga, boat is always a posture that just never quite feels right for me. So if that's a struggle for you as well, that's okay. You're in good company. We're going to bend the knees now. We'll roll all the way back up onto the shoulders. Bring your shoulders together behind your head. Straighten the arms so don't have too much weight on your neck. And then as you exhale, we're going to roll up the hips without the feet touching the mat. And we're going to roll back and forth 3 times. Arms come together to protect the head. And then we roll up to the seat. And back. One last time now. Up to the seat. And now when we come back to the back, we'll get ourselves ready. We'll uncross the feet. Exhale, we'll roll right up onto the feet without using the hands on the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. And then we'll roll back onto the back. One last time, up onto the shoulder blades. We'll pause here for a moment. We'll roll all the way up onto the feet without using the hands. We'll come right up into a standing forward fold. And on the next inhale, we'll lift the back halfway. We'll also roll the toes up off the mat. And then as we exhale, we'll fold. You can take a bend in the knees if you'd like. On your inhale again, we're going to lift halfway. As you exhale, we'll bend the knees. We're going to lift the soles of the feet off the mat and we'll slide one hand under each foot. We'll push now the toes into the backs of the wrists. We'll start to massage the wrists. And if you can roll the heels up off the mat just a little bit. As you exhale now, we'll bring those heels right back down to the mat. We'll especially slide the right hand out from under the right foot. We'll use the tips of the right finger on the mat. We're going to lift the toes on the left foot. We'll straighten the right leg and push a little bit of weight now into the right foot and a little bit into the fingers of the right hand. Inhale here. As you exhale, we'll pull up on this left toe. And then we'll lift that left leg and left arm any amount. Maybe just a little bit for today. Maybe all the way up parallel to the floor. We'll take 2 breaths here. And as you exhale, we'll release left hand from left foot. We'll cross left foot behind right leg. The top of the left foot hits the mat first, then the left knee. The left glute is going to hit next. And there's a natural rotation that happens in the spine. The right arm goes back. Left arm to the left elbow, to the right knee, and we'll come now into Ardha Matsyendrasana, or a seated spinal twist. And as you exhale, we're actually just going to uncross the right leg, and we'll send the right leg to the back of the mat, and then we'll turn the chest and the arms to the front of the mat. As we push on these palms now, we'll slide the left shin across the mat. So the left shin ends up parallel to the front of the mat. You can walk that right foot back a little bit more as you sink the hips. We'll come into Rajakapotasana, or pigeon pose. And we'll hold the chest high in our pigeon today. If you'd like to make your pigeon a little bit more active, you can lift one or both hands right up to the center of the chest. And as you exhale now, we'll bring the hands back down to the mat. We'll slide the right knee forward to make that stretch on the left thigh a little bit less intense. We'll hook the ball of the right foot on the mat. Anchor the palms and the fingers straighten the right knee. And as you exhale, the left knee stays bent as we come up into our scorpion dog. Chest parallel to the mat. You can gaze under the right arm to see the left foot if you'd like. Inhale, lift that inner left knee. And as you exhale, again, keep the left knee bent. As you bring it forward, touch your nose. Hold here. Exhale, extend that left leg up towards the ceiling into a three-legged dog. Knee straight, ankle flex. Inhale, lift the left leg. And as you exhale now, nice and slow, we'll bring that left foot forward between the hands for a low lunge first. And then we'll push into the tips of the fingers. We'll straighten the arms, lift the back of the head and the shoulder blades. Nice and slow now. We're going to peel the fingertips off the mat as well. So a floating low lunge. Inhale here. And as you exhale, very, very slowly, we'll extend the arms towards the front of the room first. And then we'll lift head, chest, and shoulders. We'll also peel the left heel off the mat. So we'll come into a high-heeled crescent lunge. If you'd really like to test your balance, close your eyes. And we're going to have 4 breaths here. On this 4th exhale now, just as slow, we'll bring the hands right back down to the mat. One hand on each side of left foot. We'll just straighten that left leg just a moment. And then we'll take a bend in the left leg. We'll let the right foot slide on the mat. And as you inhale, we'll extend the right leg up towards the ceiling for a standing straddle. Any variation that you'd like. On your 4th exhale, bend your right knee. Bring it forward. Touch your nose. Round your spine. Put your shoulder blades up. And again, on an exhale, we'll drop right foot back down to the mat. Right back to our standing forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. On this next inhale, let your fingers slide from back to front. We'll bend the knees. We'll lift head, chest, and shoulders as we drop the hips. Utkatasana, chair pose. Roll your toes up off the mat. Inhale, we'll lift the head and the heart. We'll hold the breath. Hold the head and heart high. Exhale, right back down into our standing forward fold again. One time we lift. Roll the toes up off the mat. Then we bring left fingers down. We'll use first 2 right fingers on that right big toe. Weight on the left foot and the left fingertips. And then we start to lift that right leg any amount. Maybe it ends up parallel to the floor. Maybe not. And as you exhale, we'll release the right foot, cross right leg behind now. Top of the right foot touches first, then the right knee. And as the right glute touches, there's a sort of a natural twist. Left arm back, right elbow to left knee, Ardha Matsyendrasana. A seated spinal twist on the other side. As you exhale, we're going to lift that right elbow so the left leg uncrosses and goes to the back of the mat. Then we'll turn the chest towards the front of the mat. Both hands anchored. You can hook the ball of the left foot if you'd like to lift the hips as you slide the right shin across the mat. The right shin more or less parallel to the front of the mat. And then we'll hop the left knee back. So we'll have Rajakapotasana or pigeon pose on the other side. Again, you can have the hands on the mat, the right leg. You can lift one arm or both if you'd like to make it a little bit more active pigeon today. And nice and slow, the hands come back down to the mat. We'll slide the left foot forward, hook the ball of the left foot into the mat. Inhale, extend left leg. Exhale, right knee stays bent as we roll up into our scorpion dog. Lift the inner right knee up towards the ceiling. Again, inhale, we tug up on the right knee. As you exhale, bring that right knee forward. Hold the spine round, knee to nose. Inhale here. Exhale, kick the right leg up towards the ceiling. Inhale, right knee straight, right heel flex. We'll lift that right leg a little bit higher in our three-legged dog. And as you exhale now, we'll bring the right foot forward between the hands for a low lunge. We'll push into the tips of the fingers. We'll straighten the arms. We'll lift the back of the head and the shoulder blades. Turn the palms now to face each other. And we'll palm up just a little bit higher into that floating low lunge. And with an exhale, extend the arms forward first. And then we'll roll up nice and slow into our crescent lunge. We're also going to make that a high heel crescent lunge by peeling the right heel off the mat. Again, you can have the eyes open, or you can close your eyes here. Eyes closed is going to be a lot more work for the balance. One more big inhale, lift that right heel high. As you exhale, nice and slow, right heel comes back down to the mat. The hands as well, fingertips on the mat. And we're going to let the left foot slide. Inhale, lift that left leg. Exhale, bend left knee, bring it forward, touch the nose, round the spine. Inhale here. Exhale, we'll drop the left foot down. 2 feet now together. In a standing forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. One more time, we're going to lift the soles of the feet off the mat. Slide the hands under the feet, palms facing up, and roll forward to where the toes start to massage the wrists. If you can lift the heels off the mat. As you exhale, we'll bring those heels right back down. Release the hands. And come back to our standing forward fold. We'll take a bend in the knees, the fingers slide back to front. Utkatasana first, chair pose. And now we'll lift the head and the heart. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. We'll take about a half a step back with both feet and we'll roll up onto the balls of the feet. Straighten the legs, lift the heels, hold the heels and the hips high. Bend the knees as you inhale, lift your head, drop your hips. And as you exhale, we'll rock the weight onto the arms and we'll hop back right into Chaturanga, a low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale as we roll slowly through plank. All the way back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, or downward dog. First downward dog of the day. We'll close the eyes. And if you'd like, you can pedal the feet. If you'd like, you can hold still. My calves are a little stiff, so I'm going to pedal the feet. Either way, on your next inhale, we'll lift the heels. We'll roll head, chest, and shoulders forward into a plank. Hold in plank. And as you exhale, we'll come right back to downward dog. Here in our downward dog, we're going to hold still this time. And on this next inhale, we'll lift the heels. We'll roll forward into plank. In your plank now, center the 2 feet. The 2 feet now touching palms and fingers flat. As you exhale, put the weight of your body into your left foot. Slide your right foot back first and then up towards the ceiling. 3-legged dog. Right leg high, knee straight, ankle flex. And as you exhale, bend that right knee. Bring it across the midline. Touch right knee to left elbow. Then bring your left foot down to the mat. Right foot down to the mat. Then the right knee. Then the right glute. The left knee drops just behind the sole of the right foot. We'll now pull the left foot behind the seat and we'll push into the fingertips as we lift the head, chest, and shoulders. This posture is called Z-sit. If you'd like it to be a little bit more intense, you can bring the left hand forward. Bend the left elbow. Bring that left elbow down to the mat and we'll push in these right fingertips to lift that right shoulder, the right shoulder blade, and turn the gaze up. A little bit of a twist here. And now, in fact, we're going to flatten that right palm into the mat. We're going to leave the left elbow and the left forearm onto the mat. We're going to tuck the ball of the left foot. And as we lift the right leg, we're also going to open the hips. So we'll keep the right leg straight this time, but we'll lift the right hip and open the chest. You can slide that right arm a little bit further forward if you like. To come out of this posture, center the right hand right in the center of the mat, right in front of the gaze. Bend the right knee and pull that right foot forward outside the right hand. So a wide low lunge first. Push the left heel back. Keep the neck neutral. Push the crown of the head forward. And then as you spin your left heel down and back, let your left fingertips slide from the front of your mat to the back. Inhale as you extend your left arm back first and then up. You can stay in a sunken side angle with the right hand on the mat. You can use the right elbow on the knee, or if you'd like, you can take a bound side angle by binding the hands behind the back under the right leg. If you have that bind, we'll release that first. Either way, we'll extend that left arm up. We'll take an inhale here, left arm high. And as you exhale, the extended left arm swings down and back. As we drop the left knee to the mat, the left hand passes outside the left thigh. We'll push hard on the right foot. Hips are low and forward. Kapiasana, center that right foot on the mat. Spine vertical or back bend. And as you exhale, we're going to swing the arms forward first. Right arm stops at the front of the mat as we hook the ball of the left foot. The left arm continues and we open into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana. We'll turn the gaze towards the front. Close your eyes here if you'd like. Eyes closed. You can be anywhere you'd like. Maybe you're already where you'd like to be. Maybe you're far from there. Either way, we're going to hold this posture. Just a few more breaths. We'll turn the gaze now to the mat just in front of the right toe. As we inhale, we're going to straighten that right leg just enough for a little inertia. The gaze stays fixed in front of the right toe. We'll rock forward and lift the left leg off the mat. You can bring the right hand down to the mat or not. We'll lift the left hip and the left shoulder, and we'll come into Ardha Chandrasana or half moon pose. As you exhale, first the right hand comes down. You can lift that left leg a little bit higher. And then we'll bring left hand down. And again, we're going to bend the left knee. We'll bring it in to touch the nose. Inhale, extend that left leg back. And as you exhale, fingers slide back to front. We'll push hard on the right foot. And we'll come up into Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Inhale, extending from the belly button straight up. And as you exhale, we'll bring the elbows together in front of the heart. We'll touch the wrists together. The pinky fingers touch together and the thumbs as well. And then we'll turn those palms up towards the ceiling. Spread the other fingers away from each other. We'll take an inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll start to bend the left knee. Bring the left knee down to where it's almost touching the mat, as close as you possibly think you can get without touching. And then we'll just pause here and let ourselves shake. And we'll embrace the intensity of this posture. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll bring the hands down to the mat. We'll straighten this right leg and we're going to spin the left heel down and back. Push now into the tips of the fingers. Lift the spine halfway for a pyramid pose. Exhale, fold. On your inhale now, we'll start to bend the right knee, push the right knee forward, bend the left knee, drop the left knee, the top of the left foot down to the mat. Again, fingers sliding back to front. We're going to push just up onto the tips of the fingers, hips low, head high. Exhale, palms come down. Tuck the ball of the left foot. Inhale here. Exhale, let this right leg slide all the way up to the ceiling. Three-legged dog first. And as we exhale, imagine that there is a straight line between the right heel and the crown of the head. So as you push the head forward, nice and slow, we drop the right foot. We come right into plank. Inhale and plank. Chaturanga as you exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. 3 breaths in downward dog or the posture of your choice. In downward dog, you can stay still or you can pedal the legs. Again, here we'll close the eyes. Again, eyes closed. You can be wherever you'd like. Maybe you're already where you'd like to be. Maybe when you close your eyes, you have absolutely no idea where you'd like to be. That's okay too. So inhale now, we'll lift the heels, we'll roll head, chest, and shoulders towards the front. We'll take a plank, we'll hold breath, hold plank. Exhale, we roll back. One more time, inhale, lift heels, roll forward, hold breath, hold plank. Bring your feet together in your plank, and this time we'll push into the right foot as we slide the left foot back, and then up towards the ceiling, 3-legged dog, left leg high, knee straight, ankle flex. And As you exhale, we're going to bend the left knee. We'll bring the left knee across the midline, touch left knee to right elbow. And then we drop the left foot down to the mat. Then the left shin, the left knee. Then the right knee bends, the right knee drops right behind the left foot. Then the left glute hits the mat. We have our Z sit. As we bend that right foot, bring the right foot in towards the seat. We'll slide the right hand forward. We'll bend the right elbow, drop the right elbow, front of the left knee. And push to deepen that twist. We're going to bring the left hand down to the mat. We'll straighten that right leg back, tuck the ball of the right foot on the mat. We're going to leave the right elbow, the right forearm on the mat. As we extend the left leg, we're also going to open the chest and the hips to face the left edge of the mat. We can extend the left arm towards the front as well. Keep the left knee straight here. To come out of this posture, we're going to center the left hand on the mat, bend the left knee, put the left foot forward outside the left hand. So a wide low lunge. And as you exhale, we're going to spin the right heel down and back. Right finger slide from front to back. Right arm stays straight back first. Then up towards the ceiling, sunken side angle, supported side angle. Or if you'd like, why not a bound side angle? If you have that bind, first we'll release the bind and we'll inhale right arm up. Exhale, that extended right arm spins back and down. Right arm passes beside right thigh. Right hand slides back to front. We'll push hard now on the left foot and we'll find Kapiyasana on the other side. Vertical spine or a small back bend. As you exhale now, we'll swing the arms towards the front. Left arm stops parallel to the front of the mat. Hook the ball of the right foot. Right arm continues. We straighten right arm and right leg back. As we come into Warrior Two on the other side. Again, eyes closed. Eyes closed. You can be wherever you want, even if you're not sure where that is. On this inhale now, we're just going to straighten that left leg, just looking for a little inertia. Gaze fixed in front of the left toe. We'll rock head, chest, and shoulders forward, and we'll come right up into Ardha Chandrasana. Again, right hip lifting, right shoulder lifting as well. Half moon pose. You can use the left hand on the mat or your ankle, any variation. To come out of the posture, left hand touches first. Then we bend the left knee, we bend right knee as well. Right hand comes down, right knee to the nose. Inhale here. Exhale as you step the ball of the right foot back to the end of the mat. Fingers now slide back to front and we push up nice and slow into Anjaneyasana. Crescent lunge, close your eyes if you'd like. And then we'll bend the elbows. Bring the elbows down to the center of the chest. Touch the wrists together as well. Touch the thumbs, touch the pinky fingers, and then stretch the other fingers away from each other. This is the mudra of the flowering lotus, linked to your heart chakra. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, we'll bend that right knee. Bring it down as close as you can to where it almost touches the mat. Hold here. Let yourself shake. Close your eyes if you really want to work.
And as you exhale, hands come down. We'll spin the right heel back. We'll lift halfway, pyramid pose. Exhale. Pyramid is a really nice stretch for that left hamstring. On your inhale now, push the left knee forward. Peel the right heel off the mat. Drop right knee, top of right foot. Fingers slide back to front as the hips go down and forward. We're going to just push on the tips of the fingers. Lift the head, sink the hips. And then as you exhale, hands to the mat. Hook the ball with the right foot. Let this left leg slide up towards the ceiling. Knee is straight, ankle is flexed. Again, we'll hold that straight line between the left heel and the crown of the head. So as the head goes forward, very slowly, the left foot comes down to the mat. And we'll find that we're in a plank. We'll take an inhale here in plank. Exhale, chaturanga, only halfway down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. And we'll have 3 breaths here in downward dog. Next inhale, now we're going to lift the heels, we'll bend the knees. It's up to you now if you'd like to hop or walk the feet to the front of the mat. We'll inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Again, as we inhale, we'll bend the knees. We'll let the fingers slide from back to front. We'll drop the hips. We'll lift head, chest, and shoulders. We'll come into Utkatasana or chair pose. The ears between the arms. Close your eyes here. Lift your toes. As you exhale now, we'll anchor the right toes into the mat. We're going to let the left foot slide back and we'll turn the chest. So right arm goes up as left hand comes down. Left foot to the back now. So this is a revolved half moon pose. Parivritta Ardha Chandrasana. We're going to hold that right arm high. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, drop the ball of the left foot to the mat. We're going to windmill left arm forward first. Right arm is down and back. And then we'll undo that twist in the core. And we'll come right up past Warrior Two, right into a reverse Warrior Two. You can pull back with the left hand on the left leg. And then eventually we're going to straighten the right leg also. We'll lift the right toes off the mat and we'll pivot. Right toes to the left edge of the mat. Inhale, extend right arm up and back. As you exhale, we'll start to turn the hips. We'll drop right hand to left heel. Spin your head down towards the floor. As you inhale, extend left arm up. Revolved, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lift that left arm. And as you exhale, we'll let the backs of both hands slide along the mat. As we turn the right toes towards the front of the mat, we'll leave the left heel on the mat. We'll push hard now, and we'll come up into Warrior One, which means the back foot stays flat on the mat. We'll again extend from the belly button up through the fingertips. And as you exhale, we'll swing the hands back down behind the back. Lace the fingers now behind the back. Inhale, peel the hands off the hips, open the chest, lift the right heel for just a moment, send the hands back first. Inhale here, exhale as the right heel comes down, the head comes down, head hanging, arms extending towards the front, so a humble warrior. the exhale now, we'll release. The left hand comes down to the mat. We'll spin the left heel off the mat, and we'll extend the right arm up for an easy twist. Exhale as we step right leg back, Vashisthasana. And nice and slow, right hand comes down, and we'll come right back up into our downward dog. We'll have a few breaths here with eyes closed. And then as you inhale, we'll lift heels. We'll roll head, chest, and shoulders forward. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Inhale, lift the hips, Ashtangasana. Exhale, let your knees slide as the hips come down. Inhale, push the palms down. Lift head, chest, and shoulders, Cobra. And as you exhale, we'll roll nice and slow back to downward dog. We'll have a few breaths in a downward dog. And as you inhale, we'll take a bend in the knees. It's up to you now. You can hop or walk the feet towards the front of the mat. Either way, we'll end with 2 feet between 2 hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, drop the seat, lift head, chest, and shoulders. Utkatasana, ears between the biceps, close your eyes. On the next exhale, anchor, especially the left toes. Let that right foot slide back as we open the chest. Left arm lifting, right leg sliding back. Flex that right heel. We have the revolved half moon on the other side. One more big inhale here, and as you exhale, we're going to bend and we'll bring the ball of the right foot down to the mat. We're going to push hard, right arm forward, left arm back, and we'll undo that rotation in the core, and we'll come right past warrior 2, right into reverse warrior. I like to hook the back of the right hand on the back of the right leg, and then pull back as I push my heart up. Eventually, I'll straighten my left leg as well, turn my left leg to the right edge of the mat, extend left arm up and back. And as I exhale, my left hand to my right heel, I'll spin my head down towards the mat. And on my inhale, I extend my right arm up for that revolved wide-legged forward fold. As you exhale, now we'll release. Let the backs of the hands slide along the mat as you turn the left toes towards the front. Right heel stays anchored. We'll push hard and slow on the exhale up into warrior 1. Close your eyes here. Even though your body might be confined right now to the house, as so many of us are, your mind is absolutely unchained. So close your eyes and release yourself. As you exhale now, the hands swing back down behind the back. We'll lace the fingers. Inhale, lift the hands off the hips, open the chest, turn the chin up. Exhale, we'll come down into humble warrior on the other side. Maybe your left shoulder rests on the left elbow. Maybe it floats above. Maybe you can bring that head right down and touch the mat. Maybe you're somewhere between those different variations. Anything is okay here as long as it doesn't hurt you. And then nice and slow, we'll release the hands. Right hand comes down to the mat. We'll peel the right heel off the mat. And as we extend the left arm up, we'll stay in the easy twist first. We'll turn the gaze up, push the shoulder blades away from each other. And then we'll spin the left heel back and we'll come back to Vashisthasana or side plank on the other side. And as you exhale, we'll bring left hand down to the mat. 2 more breaths. In a downward dog. As you inhale, we'll lift the heels. Bend the knees now. Bring the knees down to the mat. Lift the feet. Send the feet to one side or the other as the hips go back. You might want to center yourself on the mat. Pull the knees together up off the mat. We'll extend the legs towards the front. Flex the toes back towards the chin. Inhale from the belly button up through the crown of the head. Extend first. And as we exhale, we'll come down into Paschimottanasana or seated forward fold. Each inhale floating, each exhale sinking just a little bit deeper. Finally, we'll point the toes, and with eyes closed, we'll lift head, chest, and shoulders. We'll let the hands slide slowly along the legs. We'll squeeze the core. We'll keep the heels pushing down into the mat. Squeeze the belly. Squeeze the seat. Roll down to where the small of the back almost touches the mat. And pause there. And as you exhale now, we'll roll the spine down onto the mat. We'll bend the knees and we'll turn the 2 knees away from each other as we turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Let the hips rock back and forth. So we'll have a reclining butterfly. And then we'll leave the left knee just where it is as we swing the right knee over to join it. You can pull a little bit with the left hand on the right hip if you'd like as you extend that right arm and gaze right. On the exhale now, we'll roll the hips back down to the mat. Turn the knees up towards the ceiling. The feet come in towards the heels, palms stay facing the ceiling. We'll inhale the spine flat on the mat. And as you exhale, we'll push the hips up towards the ceiling. Lift the toes off the mat, roll up onto the heels, squeeze the glutes, push the hips a little bit higher. And as you exhale, we'll roll the hips right back down to the mat. Again, we'll turn the knees away from each other, that reclining butterfly. Let the wings of the butterfly flap a little bit. Roll the hips from side to side. And then we'll leave the right knee where it is, and we'll roll the left knee over to join it. We'll use right hand on the left hip, and we'll pull just a little bit as we extend the left arm and gaze left. As you exhale now, roll the hips back down to the mat. Very slowly extend the legs out flat. Turn the palms to face the ceiling. Adjust the neck so the chin is pointed a little bit higher than you might think, and that's going to make the neck neutral, the airway open. Close your eyes here. And let yourself disappear. Let go of the body sensation completely. Absolutely nothing remaining on the mat. Just an empty space where your body used to be. I'll leave you just a few moments of silence. And I'll call you back here. We're all finished. Nice and slow now. Bring yourself back together on the mat. Become aware of the body first. Let it remain still, but feel it. Move your fingers and your toes now. Your hands and your feet beginning to move. Bend your knees. And we'll roll off onto the left side, and we'll pause for a few breaths on the left side. Remember, you can feel like this anytime you like. These feelings belong to you. They come from inside of you. All you have to do is look for them, and you'll find them Exhale, now roll nice and slow back up to a seat. As you inhale, extend the arms up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, we'll pull the hands down to the center of the chest and inhale at the center of the chest, pure love. Exhale now the hands to the center of the throat. Inhale at the throat, pure communication. Exhale, the hands come up to the forehead. Inhale at the forehead, pure awareness. As we exhale, we'll turn the palms up towards the ceiling, just the thumbs and the pointer fingers touching. We'll take an inhale here, hands above the head, pure consciousness. And as we exhale, namaste. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. I'll see you all again very soon.